Hey gadget fans and those who particularly like health gadgets, today we're going to take a look at this blood pressure monitor. So I'm going to unbox it really quick, show you what comes in the box, and then we're going to give it a try. So let's unbox. I'm going to make this fast so you get some registration information, a USB-A to USB-C cable, looks like some quick start guides and user manuals. And now let me get this out of here. And here's the unit itself. It's big. It kind of reminds me of the type of blood pressure monitor that you see at, Walmart's pharmacy area. See, check this out. The little kiosk that you could sit in and get your blood pressure done for free. That's what this reminds me of. So here we go. Said you have the user manual, quick start guide, and some registration information. So that's everything that comes in the box. Looks like the quick start guide is pretty quick. I don't even think you have to use an app with this. So this is going to be for somebody that just wants a blood pressure monitor and they don't need to keep track of everything, save readings and stuff like that. I bet you this saves readings right on the device itself. So what we have here is looks like a big display, some large, easy to read buttons that say set, start, stop, memory. So yeah, it does keep your memory. And here's the cuff. You can see that it rotates and you don't have to worry about putting something on your arm, strapping it on your arm, because you just stick your arm in this and this folds down. So you're going to just put your arm like this and get your blood pressure checked. We're going to check all that here in a second. On the back, we have a USB-C port, and it says DC 5 volts. And you do get a USB-C cable, but they do not include a USB-A 5-volt adapter, so you will have to get that yourself. So let's see if there are any more buttons or anything like that. The bottom has some rubber feet, so it'll stay on your desk. We've got a stop button right here. And that looks like all you have. It's very simple. So I'm going to show you again how this works. You can see that it will come out, so you put your arm through it, and then you can rest your forearm on this, and then when you're not using it, it folds up. But it is a large unit. If you look through here, you'll see that it says there's an elbow pressure switch. So that's where your elbow needs to go, right there, to touch that switch. And it does give you instructions on how to use it right here, which is nice. Now it says you need to take off thick clothes such as sweaters, and you need to sit upright and try it. So we're going to give it a shot right now. Okay, I have it plugged in and I have it so that I can see the screen, and the screen shows that it's charging a battery. This must have an internal battery. I didn't realize that. I didn't read the instructions. And it also has a date and time. Up at the top you can see it. So that's interesting to know that you don't have to leave this plugged in. At least I think that that's the case. So I'm going to stick my arm in there and I'm going to press the start stop, and we are going to give it a try. I might have to set a person. Let's see what happens. There's a big, nice backlit display. Okay, it looks like we have a choice between two people. So you can have two different people. So I'm going to use A. And now I'm going to stick my arm in there and try it out. So I'm just sticking my arm in here, and I'm going to do what it says by putting my elbow on that switch. And it looks like you leave your hand palm face up. And I'm going to go ahead and get comfortable here. Sit up straight. And I pressed start. Okay, you have to put your elbow on that switch for it to start up, and now it's inflating the cuff. Okay, now it's tightening the cuff around my bicep. Okay, it's finished and it's letting me get my arm back out. And there is the results of my first test. It looks like I'm okay, I suppose. I'm in the green. You can see these little segments right here. It shows that I'm in the green, which means my blood pressure reading is normal. That worked easily. So I don't know if I can save it by pressing the memory. That might have let me save it. I'm not sure. So that worked well. And we'll see if it times out at any time and the screen goes off. I'm going to go ahead, actually I'm going to go ahead and test it again, and then I'm going to test pressing the stop button in case something happens and, you know, I have to really quit quickly. So I've got my elbow on the switch. I'm going to hit start again. Actually, that didn't do anything, but there we go. Now it's slowly putting the cuff around my bicep, not tight, and then it will start tightening it. Okay, now it's doing the reading. I'm going to hit stop real quick. And it immediately deflates. Immediately. And I can get my arm out. So that's simple. It's really simple to use. I like it. It's for somebody who doesn't care about apps, who just wants to put their arm in there and quickly get a blood pressure reading. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to see if I can see my memory. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you have to hit the start, stop, and then I hit the memory button and I can see the last reading. So I'm going to go ahead and do another. Hit stop, clear the screen. And now I'm going to put my elbow on that switch. I'm going to relax and I'm going to do another test. Okay, and I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let it do the test. Okay, that was an even better reading. I'm going to hit the memory again. And now it's saying average. So it's averaging out my blood pressure reading using those two last readings. Now I wonder if I can, okay, there was the last reading. There was the reading before it. That's kind of nice that you can go back through here. Now, I mean, an app would send those settings to your phone so that you could like take your phone to the doctor and show the readings that you had received, but you could write them down. This is a nice unit. It's easy to use. It's well made and it's simple. It's simple to understand for anyone. Young people, older people, an average person can easily understand it. So there you go. I like it and I give it a thumbs up.